Not the way I wanted to head home from Lexington. Irresistible Sun has been flat. His last couple, he beat Delaware. We thought we had it nipped in the bud. He trained pretty good. So it's a little weird. I don't see any lameness. And his last 3, he's been on the left line. He did that at the start of the season. We got him cleaned up to the point he was trotting very good. Maybe left line a hair, but trotting well. And tonight he was on the right line. Not crazy bad, but he was on the right line. And flat. Done pretty much at the half. I thought everything went well. I can't drive him as if he's not going to be good. I can't drive him to be 4th best when he should be the best. The race was pretty clear. I'm not taking him off the gate. He can leave fast. It's his best tool. Crossed over quick. I was more than happy to drive into the 2-hole behind Tony Hall, but I knew what Pete Wren was doing. Pete Wren was going to push me out of the hole, then I'm going to tap the brakes, and he's going to come. It's pretty paint-by-number stuff. But I knew what else was happening was that I look over and Dan's second over, so I'm not going to release Pete right away. I'm going to take him all the way to the tow port, and I'm going to make him either, bend his horse over backwards to let Dan Noble go, or park him, and he parked him. So now I'm in a great spot. If Irresistible Sun is as good tonight as he was in that stretch when he trotted in 52, he absolutely jogs. But he's not good right now. Come off the track, it's not like he was a little flat, or he was on the right line and that cost him the race. He was terrible. Clearly the horse is sick and something's bothering him. But there's nothing I can see. Right line a little bit more tight, okay, but not lame. Not over on a shaft, not paralyzed. This horse doesn't wear any head poles. So it's not like he's more than before. It's just minor stuff. We were going to scope him. Honestly, when it comes to knowing, I want to know, but do I want to spend $75 when I'm simply just going to turn the horse out for a month? Clearly, if you scope him, he might have bled. He's on Lasix. He might be sick. He won't be in a month. He wasn't blowing his head off after the race. He just wasn't good. What's wrong, sweetheart? What's wrong? We don't have any of those. So I was disappointed. I guess that's the only way to put it. I'm not angry. It's nobody's fault that the horse was flat. This is horse racing. It's horse racing. They can't be good all the time. You want them to certainly be good in the finals, and I can assure you that Jason, Lauren, and everyone involved with them did everything they could. He warmed up. He looked sharp. Mechanically, the horse was great. Everything worked well. He just didn't race well. I watched Gymboree race. She was flat. Scope showed a tiny bit of blood. Not the first time she's ever done that. But again, in a position to do well and just not quite. A little frustrating, right? She wasn't horrible. She trotted in 56 and 1 or 2, but in a spot to win. She was in a spot to win. Eric thought he had her good today, and he did. She was trotting great. Scott had her in a good spot. Kind of got a little in a rough spot getting into the last turn, but ended up in a great spot. And she just didn't fire. And then Gorgeous Package, it's bothered me. I texted back and forth with Greg. And obviously when you look at the race and you say, okay, what went wrong? Well, 26 and 4, 55 and 3, 123 and a piece. The horse popped out of the 2-hole, ripped your bridle off, and she sulked up a bit and got beat for second. Why did that happen? Could easily be because 26 and 4, 55 and 3. Now, when she crossed over to the front, she felt like a race car tonight. She felt like she did in Delaware. She felt like she did the night she run off before. Just felt great. She's so matured now. Before, you had to watch her coming up the gate. She's spooky. She almost bulldogged the gate coming up to it. She wanted to get out of there. And then cross over, boom, quiet. Now, the track is super fast there tonight. It did not feel like we got up there in 26 and 4. The problem I have, we get up there, and this is where, you can look at it in hindsight. But my feeling, quite frankly, is this. If I get up there 27 and 3, 57 and 1, and then a horse that can pace 55 and as quick as a cat bolts by me down the backstretch or takes a round out of me getting down the backstretch, and I end up 4th and 55 and flat because I cut a poor mile out, well, that's on me. My only concern in the race was the one. I did not think the one horse could pace 51 and 4. That's the horse I got to beat. I'm getting everything my way the whole way. I have not asked her. I have not spoke to her. She's done everything herself. 26 and 4, 55 and 3. She felt great. I'm going fast enough where the horses that can't pace 53 and a piece cannot beat me. The only one I have to worry about is that one. And if you would have asked me at the half, what do you think? She's going to jog. I would have been certain she's a winner, probably 52 and 3, 52 and 4. And again, in my mind, looking at the program, there's not a horse in there that can pace with her. That horse in behind me can't pace 52 and a piece. Right? She can't. She can pace 51 and a piece, though. That's Logan's horse. For those of you who have visited us at Northfield Park, Logan Ebersol is right across the street from us, right across the barn right over there. Super nice guy. Now, I'd rather beat him. I'd rather win. It's just the type of guy where if you're going to lose, that's the guy you want to see win. Nice guy. So I guess I got to blame myself. Even though if I had it to do 10 times out of 10, if you would have asked me at the half, this was the race to win. This was our spot to win. The horses that can't pace with me can't get near me. The one behind me can't go fast enough to beat me. I'm a winner. 52 and 4, 53. Instead, and again, if I let Dan right up into my wheelhouse, right up into my wheel, getting into the last turn, that horse doesn't get to jump on me 1 sec, honey. That horse doesn't get to jump out and get on me, and I'm second. Clearly, he was going to win. I wasn't beating. The horse was a better horse tonight, but I would have been second. Yes, sweetheart. You're sad? Why? Because you're cold? Well, we can turn the air off, babe. It's not really a reason to be sad. That's more a reason just to say, hey, I'm cold. I don't think we need to be upset over it. We have the ability to change it. Oh, I see. You're cold. Anyway, obviously, gorgeous package race, great, and we're going into the Consolation of the Sire Stakes on our home turf. Now, and I guess the one thing that is eating at me a bit is that I told you guys last weekend she was a little under the weather. Jason said she felt good all week, though, warmed up great, looked great. They told me she felt great warming up, and she did. She raced great. I think she's a nice filly that can pace 52 and a piece, 53 on the right day, on the right night. When I got to go in 51 and 4, she's going to come up a little short. So I can tell you there's a lot of reasons why I got her beat tonight. She was going to get beat regardless. That horse is a good horse. Take nothing away from her. She's not in the Sire Stake final for 100 in a week, though. We are. And Amy said she went back to see her, and she was like, mad. I said, yeah, she doesn't like getting beat. I'm mad, too. We're both mad. I'd be kicking the walls and not eating my hay if I was her, too. She got her bridle ripped off. I'll tell you what she is. She's got a chip on her shoulder, and she gets angry. She'll come back strong next week. She does everything you want a horse to do, is what she does. And you simply can't ask a horse to go faster than they possibly can. That's just it. So no excuses with her. If you want to blame anybody in the race, blame me for setting up hotter fractions than I really, looking back on it, than I needed to. Blame me. That's on me. Irresistible Sun is just bad timing. You know, and we talk about having consistent races. You want to know where the wheels come off Irresistible Sun? I'll tell you right now. When he was on fire in the middle of the summer, and then the class didn't go, and he had to sit a week, and we did train him. We took him over to the Meadows because we wanted to school him a quick mile. We put him in to go, and he was flat. Then we took him to Delaware. Can't lose. Yes, you can. He lost. He was second. He was flat when Chris Lems drove him. He was flat in Delaware, and he was flat tonight. Everything started to go wrong when we couldn't get in the middle of the summer. That's where it all started to go wrong. That's what happens when you screw up a horse that's firing on all cylinders. When you can't get them in. And then last week, had we been able to race him, maybe we could have said, okay, something's going on. I've seen decline over the last 3 starts from this horse, but his races are just so screwed up and scattered. When he raced those 3 weeks in Scioto, man, he was awesome. So whatever. Regardless, He's a very good horse that is not good right now. Go to the field. I'll see you in a month. And he will be a good horse for us for quite a while. That's not Irresistible Sun tonight. Of that, I can guarantee you. I've driven him too many times and seen him do too much good for this barn for me to even remotely believe that the animal that I just raced is Irresistible Sun. Something's going on with him. It's not lameness. It's nothing serious. He can sort it out with a little month off. And that's exactly what we're going to do. So Sunny's going to the field. Big girl. She's going to put that nice big chip back on her shoulder middle of the week. And we're going to get a run at them. Hopefully we draw good. Anything south of 5. And I think she's going to give them fits in Northfield next week. And then Gymboree. I can't make an argument not to go to Corbin. So I guess that's just that. She's going to Corbin. Now, if we race her first start and she gets beat up, okay, fine. You win. But it's really hard for me not to make a case to go to Corbin. So not the way I wanted to. Listen, we had a great week. We've had a great summer. You can't complain when the horses race bad once in a while. Gorgeous package, blame me. Pretty easy. Sunny, blame timing. And Gymboree, she's the baby. I can tell you there's a correlation with a few little spots of blood in her racing bed. Her best race was with Jody. No blood found that day. So we just got to work on keeping her dried up best we can. Eric knows what he has to do, and it's not perfect. This is not a science. It's an imperfect science. He's doing the best job he can. He's doing a great job. Clearly doing a good job, and we'll have her all dried up and ready to go for Corbin. So that is today in a nutshell. I'm not going to do our yearling videos tonight because I am a little angry. I am sulking a little bit. So that's human nature too. So Amy and I are going to get up and we're going to do those videos tomorrow. Are we taking Ollie to baseball together? We can do our videos then? Or no, we got stuff to do tomorrow?
It's just, first got canceled. It's just Ollie's.
So they have nothing to do? So girls can stay home in the morning?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Baseball and football.
Our team forfeited. I don't know why. 8th grade. We literally lost.
Yeah, I might have a good idea. Amy and I will do our video tomorrow. We're going to take Ollie to baseball practice, and we'll do our video there. Talk about the yearlings, nice and fresh in the morning. The girls can stay home and rest. Addie's just getting over her sickness. Ava's had a long week too. Everybody's had a long week. This has been a long week and a long weekend for them. So we're going to take the rest of the. And did you just grunt?
No, I actually burped.
Did you? I thought you just grunted like. Me too. Yeah, I know. You're included too. You had a long week. I know you did. So we're going to turn the page. Yes, we didn't get the money we wanted to tonight. No, we didn't win the races. But we left Dayton with the same horses we came with. 2 very, very good horses. Gorgeous Package gets to do it again next week. Irresistible Sun does not. But I can assure you, Irresistible Sun is going to be a very, very good horse for quite some time. I will talk to you soon. Take care. I will catch up with you tomorrow. Need some videos. I want to finish the yearling videos. Talk very deeply about what Amy and I thought about the horses and any other tidbits I can think of in the morning. Take care.